Hey guys, I thought I'd wing one here. Finally found something worth making a video about. Check this out. Look at all these IMF blue interplanetary magnetic field lines in front of the planet. Click this box down here for full screen so you can see what's really going on. Now this was yesterday at 8:22 UTC. I only got one shot of it. But this is what I've been telling you about since around October 16th when that gap disappeared up on the ACE satellite, which had been showing itself for 8-9 months, getting larger and larger up to a 9-hour gap, and then all of a sudden on October 16th, no more gap. And then after a few days, gap started showing up between the ACE, which is at the L1 Lagrange point, and 930,000 miles out here. This is where ACE and Discover are. They monitor all the solar wind dynamics. Well, this large gap, which was about 9 hours on October 15th or 16th, after that it was gone. There was no more gap. Then after a couple days we started getting the gap about the same size, 9 hours, 7-8 hours, showing up on ACE, but I determined that it was gapping because of the data relay between the ACE satellite and the Earth tracking stations. Now, I've showed you all this before in other videos. I really don't have time to show it to you now, but, well, I guess I do. So here's the, if you pull up ACE, and the links are in the description box, this gives you the ACE ground station tracking plots. So you see we got a couple of gaps, so there's still a couple of objects up there that are causing gaps. That's on the 48-hour plot. But this is crazy stuff here. So like I said, I mean, really haven't had anything to report because ISWA basically went down from 12:15 to 12:21. It finally came back online at 18:19 UTC on 12:21, and so from 12:15 at 13:03 UTC until they showed us about 3 hours on the 18th. So in effect, there was 6 days missing on ACE. Now I pulled up Geospace Course during that whole time frame, and I did see some anomalies on there. For instance, these are Earth radii. These increments here are 2 Earth radii. So there's 10. Now normally the bow shock on the magnetosphere, and this is on the magnetopods, this is data coming from same data we're getting here for these simulations on the GOES 13 and 14, and I think the 15 satellites that roll around here, and of course a bunch of other ones too at the 22,236 mile mark. That's all the data being collected by these satellites, and then it's transformed into these computer simulations. Here's the Y cut. That's the one that looks across the planets. Imagine yourself standing next to the planet Earth or out from it, looking sideways across the planet. That gives you the cut plane. So basically you're getting like an MRI slice down through the magnetosphere, the magnetopods. And this is what it looks like from a sideways view. If you get up looking at a cut plane. And then this is the Z cut, which looks straight down on the planet. This is the solar wind speed. Now this is Nemesis solar wind speed basically, because it's being measured by these satellites in here. And I'm the only one that ever brought you that. I mean, Come on, man. I have no science acumen whatsoever, and I'm the only one who brings you all this great scientific information and actually reads these things with some level of certainty, tell you what the heck's going on. So you're not, these are the, this is the stuff you're getting from ACE, which is out 930,000 miles. This is out here. This records all the sun, data coming from the sun, okay? This is the last 24 hours on ACE. What I did want to show you since we're in here, here's the last 6 hours. Now look at here. This is the Phi angle. I'm the only one to bring you the Phi angle. Explain that to you. And I'm not mad at you, but I'm mad at all these other frickin' Disinfo, CENSORSHIP channels who are, say they're physicists and whatever, higher truth, which is really lower truth or no truth channel. WSO. I mean, all of them. Planet X with Scott and Dr. Claudia Albers. Come on, man. They don't know about all this stuff. And Ben Davidson, I called him out on it on his Suspicious Observers channels, which the theme song is from the band Nemesis. He's laughing at us, folks. They're laughing, and he's laughing all the way to the bank. And people just eat this stuff up. I don't understand. The Phi angle, if it's 0, that means it's an Earth to Sun connection. If it's at 180, that means it's a Sun to Earth connection. What I mean by a connection is it's these interplanetary magnetic field lines connecting from the Sun to the Earth, or vice versa. And here it is here. This is in my description box. It's a solar ham tutorial. This gives you what the Phi angle is. Phi angle is. This is how I learned it. I had to go in and figure it out and research it. And I did, because no one else is doing it. So here, that's just what I told you. 0 degrees, it's pointing from the Earth to the Sun. If it's at 180, it's the Sun to the Earth connection. So, do you see anything up here that lists anything above 180? No, of course not, because there isn't supposed to be. So all these connections we're getting above 180 are with Nemesis, which is behind the planet. Okay? That's where we're getting all this extra pressure and extra energy coming in. It's coming from Nemesis. It's behind the planet. Here's the interplanetary magnetic field lines from the big planet that passed ACE on the 16th. And obviously it's got to be pretty close now. I mean, look at that. I've seen them like reach out a little bit. Like for instance here. I've seen them look like that before, but I've never seen them look like this. So, and these three are synced, and this one's not running, of course, because I wanted to show you this. But okay, this is one thing I did notice. Here's the last 6 hours on Discover. Now, for some reason, I just showed you ACE, and you see how it dipped down during the 6 hours, and was an Earth to Sun connection. But on Discover, for some reason, it's just showing a straight backside connection, and these numbers here indicate the decrease. You can see Discover changed theirs from 0 to 360 up to 40 to 400 because they're catching stuff above 360. So this, we got a pretty steady connection according to Discover with Nemesis. According to ACE, it's been fluctuating. Now, I've never seen that discrepancy before, but be that as it may. So like I was saying, during this period where I haven't been making videos, I have been checking things out, but there just hasn't been nothing really to report. Now you can see on here we're getting a lot of waves of density coming through on this Geospace, which is, like I was trying to point out to you, coming from those same satellites at the 22,236 mile geosynchronous orbit. This is the Z cut over here. This is one looking straight down on the planet, just like on the ISWA simulation, and this is the Y cut looking straight across. See, we're getting all these density fluctuations thrown at us. And I did see the bow shock or the magnetopause push out to maybe as far as 25 Earth radii during this time frame when I had all the missing time on ISWA, but I didn't think it was significant enough to put a video together on it. The normal, it's about 10, so it's not that much far past normal, but it is pretty far past. I mean, it's out to 15. You can see it here. There's the bow shock. You can see the extra bow shocks reaching out there. So that's trying to ward off this planet out front, okay? I mean, what else could these field on? What else could this be? I mean, that thing's got to be getting pretty close. I think the reason they take ISWA down is when these solar numbers get really crazy, and or this magnetopause gets blown apart, maybe even flipped. I don't know, but I mean, like I said, I've been looking at all this stuff during the time that ISWA's been shut down. I didn't see anything really worthy of a video. Here's MLSO, Mauna Loa Solar Observatory's latest run. They pretty much sanitized it, but you can see all the big objects out front, somewhere between the Earth and the Sun, or the Earth and the Sun simulator. So at least one or more of these big objects, and I think these concentric circle rings indicate some type of magnetic field, are showing up here with these interplanetary magnetic field lines. So I mean, guys, I'm sorry if I sound so pissed off, but actually I am. I'm pissed off because, I mean, I'm the only one who's been bringing you this good information. I got no science degree, no science background. I'm the only one who's bringing you the truth relative to Bible prophecy, and yet I got a little over 1,000 subscribers. I get maybe at the most 400 views on one of these videos. So I mean, you're not sharing them. I don't know. It's just crazy. But it's really not about me. I mean, it's about you. I mean, so yeah, it's been really frustrating for me these past 7+ years. But it's, like I said, it's not about me. It's all about you guys. I'm so very, very sad, basically. And it comes across as being pissed off, I guess. But I'm sad for all you folks who just don't get it. Maybe some of you do, but I don't think most of you do. But as the popular colloquialism goes, it is what it is, I guess. Time is now very short, guys. Embrace Christ Jesus from your heart. Invite him into your heart from your innermost self. Embrace him and cry out to him for his mercy, because eternity is forever and it is soon coming, in my humble opinion. So I offer you much peace and much love in Christ Jesus to one and all. And this is from your friend Robert. So all I am is just a humble Christian guy with half a brain on my shoulders, trying to bring you the truth. If you look through my videos, I got you all this great hurricane info, and how vinegar kills chemtrails and defeats hurricanes, defeats weather. I brought you the MLSO. I brought you the just page flip through the videos, man. I was only one to bring you the planets showing up on the weather satellites, Himawari and the GOES. The only one who brought you the solar wind speed up to like 1,701 kilometers per second. I got you the ionized radiation causing the gamma sky. Caught the big planet there. So I'm running out of time. page through the videos. God bless, peace, and I'm out.